Tiff and Punisher stand.
Tiff and the Punisher, they won't back down, screaming out loud in every town. Stand against the system that's gone insane, fighting like lions, don't feel no pain. Abolish CPS, their rally cry. No kids for cash, we won't comply. Make parenting great, let's take a stand. Tiff and the Punisher, hand in hand. Voices heard, don't tread on me. Taking back rights, we will be free. Constitution in our veins, breaking these chains and claiming gains. Abolish CPS, their rally cry. No kids for cash, we won't comply. Make parenting great, let's take a stand. Tiff and the Punisher, hand in hand. CPS stealing kids, they gotta go. Fight the good fight, let everybody know. We'll raise our fists and say aloud, no more silence, join the crowd. Abolish CPS, their rally cry. No kids for cash, we won't comply. Make parenting great, let's take a stand. Tiff and the Punisher, hand in hand. Abolish CPS, their rally cry. No kids for cash, we won't comply. Make parenting great, let's take a stand. Tiff and the Punisher, hand.
They are taking our kids every day. I try to meet and no one has a thing to say for those who have been isolated. Don't be worried, you have a voice today. So listen up everyone, here is the story. Child Protective Services is real. CPS is what they call it. They want our kids because it fills a lot of people's wallet. We all think it won't be us. We say when they come we will be so tough. It all sounds good when there's no one to take them. But when they come, your voice gets to breaking. Stay calm, step away. CPS ain't taking no one today. We are educated. Stay calm, step away. tricks up your sleeves. You can't do what you're trying to do. We've done our homework. Don't do a damn thing without a warrant. You no longer will steal our kids this way. Tiff and the Punisher have come for the calling. They are giving us the CPS warning. Their voice is loud and clear. We stop losing our kids this year. Tiff wants to fight the entire planet. She is tired of our kids being taken, God damn it. She's been fighting CPS for 30 years, bringing children home from this disgusting mess. The Punisher is screaming out loud, abolish CPS and tear it down. I want all our kids to come back. Look at all those kids' pictures held up like thin tags. Together we are stronger than we need. We will tear down CPS with high speed. We will do so much being together. Birds of a feather flock together. So watch out CPS, here we come. Picking you one by one. We promise to bring back the family and prosecute the caseworkers unhandily. So give us back the kids you have taken. Tiff and the Punisher sending you all on a vacation. The one bars in the windows and the only games you play are on Nintendos. Corruption in courts, here we come. We won't stop until it's done. You judges need to learn what you stand for. This is Tiff and the Punisher warrior, and we cry out to all of you out there. We need support for a cause that many don't care. All children are being stolen way too often. So CPS, we plan on doing the stopping. Stop.
Yeah, what's up, Tiff?
Not too much. I love that you put Eric's picture up there.
Eric up there? Yeah, I figured if he caught this, he'd catch a bit of this. He would like
Well,
that.
I'm going to send it to him.
Yeah, be like, Eric, watch this episode. You'll see. Oh, Jonathan. Yes, sir, Mr. Jonathan. How are we doing tonight? Woo-wee! What a night last night was. I didn't get up. I'm having a problem putting up the show, so I apologize to anybody that watched the show last night. I'm going to work it out this week, figure out why I can't, because I didn't find that first week we did it. And then now I don't understand why, because it plays both the people in the background. I tried it on the other computers. And I'll tell you what, things were just messed up last night with the computers. That was crazy.
It
was last night,
it was
right?
your computers. I couldn't hear anybody, so I had to restart my phone. Yeah, I don't know.
It was a good show, though. It was a nice show. We talked about your, we talked about that with your guest here. Let me put my flag down. My set's broken. This is this, there's things that I need in this closet, but we put this over. There we go. Nice. I don't want everybody outside in the city looking at it, Wait till you see the new thing I ordered. Wait till you see the new one I got, the new backdrop. Temu. I got a great one now.
Does your wife get mad that you spend all this money on Temu?
Well, you know what? By the time it comes here, it's already bought and paid for, so I do buy her things. She gets things. I gotta order her a fur coat, though. She wants a fur coat now. Oh, it's bright in here. No wonder. There we go. Oh, that's the sound. Excuse me while I snip this out. There we go. There we go. That's more better. Well, what do you think, Tiff? Should we let our special guest out?
Yeah.
Let's bring her out. We got This lady here, she is a civil rights activist, advocate. She is, she's really, she's got a lot of knowledge, guys. So you're lucky to have her here with us tonight. I'm not going to mess up your last name, Tiffany, so we're just going to call you Tiff 2. Tiff 2, the civil rights lady. That's what we're going to call you. Let's bring her out. There she is. Tiff, how we doing, baby?
Tiff, miss you, girl. Hey, brother Darren, miss you too.
How we doing?
The audience. Hopefully everybody is well. Hey, I'm still talking to the president, still doing my due, right? To the state officials, trying to change laws. That's what it's about.
Have you been successful in that? Have you been meeting with state officials?
I've been fighting the system since 1999. I have a successful winning rate. Me and my colleagues, I just started accepting criminal cases. I didn't used to do criminal cases. I did all family and civil cases. I won in federal court. I fought 6 courts at the same time. I'm a mother of 13 children, 8 living children, 3 grandchildren. 6 of my children was kidnapped by the police and CPS. And I fought in 6 different courts, and 2 states were involved. And I took them all down. And guess what? They took my son, and I just got him out of prison. I win in the court of law. I don't lose. I got an advantage over them. I'm gifted. I have a photographic memory. So I ain't got to really carry no books. I can just talk in court.
Your head must be heavy.
It is, and I don't sleep. I got insomnia. I take medication every night.
Yeah, I know the Black's Law Dictionary is heavy, so that's got to be heavy on the head, the memory of that.
Listen, I keep little books like this. This is a constitutional book. Thanks to Tiff telling me to hook up.
Yeah.
I bought this. I bought a whole lot of stuff, but I already had the Constitution. But this is for me to carry in my purse, just in case I cross.
Yep.
You know, the police or CPS. Stop right now. The Constitution is against you, and God is against you. I lost Cain in the Bible, common law. Hey, I put this out there. Listen, I was faced with. I sued judges. I sued police officers. I sued CPS workers, and I went through 9, not 1, not 2, but 9 court-appointed attorneys and sued them all. It cost me thousands of dollars.
Sound like Vinny.
In birth, I stopped with birth. I have my own company, and I represent people all over the 52 states, even in third world countries. Number 1, the Constitution is the supreme law of the land. Each state has its own constitution, but none trump what? The U.S. Constitution. Go Trump. He making it all come together. I wrote Trump. I wrote Barack Obama. I wrote Biden. I got all their letters.
You know what? We did I don't know where you were, Tiff. We're going to do another one here pretty soon, but we did a Valentine's show here for we sent out to Trump. We did a special message just for him, and everybody on the show put out a message to Trump. And we gave it to him, and I don't know whether he saw it or not. I don't know, but everybody came on and they made messages.
I have attorneys that teach me. I have direct access to the president. If one of my teachers in it's the United States Diplomacy. That's where I got my human rights, children rights license from. Okay, training, and it's an attorney, and she is located in Washington D.C. If I call my school, it's going to say press 6 to get the president. I can have them email the president for me. I've been writing for decades.
Did they ever answer you?
Us. They respond. I got a book right here, the portfolio. This book goes on into people that's in my business, but it has the letters from Barack.
Well, how come we don't get it?
Huh?
Why don't we get one?
I'll give you a copy. I don't mind. I'm paying like about $15 to get them created. This is the one from the President Barack Obama right here. It's a letter.
Is that a birth certificate?
Huh?
Is that a birth certificate?
No, this is a letter from Obama. You can't see
okay.
it. I try to put it in the camera.
Yeah, look at that.
I write the DOJ. This is Congress. Yeah. They work for us. We the people hold the power over the government, not the reverse. And they mad at Trump because he put it together, baby. Go Trump. Yeah, I got my shirt. Yeah. Well, let me go put on my shirt with Trump on there, the Don.
You know it. Where am I'm looking for my thing right here. I don't know where Mary put it.
When Barack Obama was in office, this was the Attorney General of the DOJ, Loretta Lynch.
Oh yeah, Loretta Lynch. Yeah.
These are you know this is my letter right here. I have a 5-page letter with all kind of case law in my cases and different cases that I write. This was to Trump, and we do this several times a year. This is your Miranda warning. It applies to CPS and police, and this is your constitutional rights. Know your rights. I am a constitutional rights, human rights, children rights, and civil rights specialist. I have all the training and certificates. So this is what it says. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. Don't talk to the police. Don't talk to CPS. They're state agents. You can't trust them. They the enemy. You talking to the enemy. They gonna kidnap them kids. Guess what? For title for assistance from the government and get a check. Don't let them in your house. Don't let the police in your house. Don't let them in your car. Don't let them search your person, your body. Don't let them do nothing. That applies to CPS. I filed my federal lawsuit under the color of law. And the judge said, okay, sue CPS, sue the state. He told me who I can sue after I already sued them.
Sue them again.
And I am. I'm getting ready to put them in federal court. Matter of fact, we in Supreme Court right now with our client. We won in the Court of Appeals. We win.
That's awesome.
You're a pro se litigant. I represent the pro se community because one thing you need to know about your constitutional rights, you're not to give them up to nobody. When you get an attorney, you give up your constitutional rights. You're telling the court that you no longer can speak for yourself and you're disabled. You're retarded, in other words. If you for the law and you can speak for yourself. You grown, kid. You don't need nobody to speak for you. Guess what? And now the judge ain't got to talk to you because you got a representative. Like you ADA, American Disability Act. I don't know. You know?
Yeah. That's
appreciated. If you come on here with Tiff and the Punisher, I love the music. I was back here jamming to it. You wrote that, Darren.
That's me, baby. I did that. That's all me.
Keep on doing what you're doing, Tiff and the Punisher. I'm excited. I can't get on all the time because I have clients all over the 52 states.
I know. We've been wondering where you've been. You just vanished.
I have to because I'm a mother of 13 kids. My daughter almost died last year. Okay, she had to have a second liver transplant. And then I had to get my son out of prison. Okay? Cost me thousands of dollars. So I had to pay my team of people to keep my website up, and I gotta type up a declaration of facts right now for a client to put the truth on record when she go to court tomorrow. I'm constantly helping families all over the 52 states. I get direct emails from my website and Google. It's all connected together, and they email me, and once I get that email, the kids in involved, I make a personal house call. I can have my advocates. People work for me do it, but I don't. I call them myself because I don't want them to think that I'm like the president. I'm untouchable. No, I got humility. I'm here with you. I'm there with you because you know why? My kids was raped. They were abused.
Yep.
Okay? For almost 6 years. My baby was 3 going on 4. She was sexually penetrated. Okay, so I've been there. I have a heart. I know what it's like to have your kids taken into prison and you can't see them. You can't get them. They didn't give my kids to family. They violated my rights to due process of law, and they violated every constitutional right and parental right that I had. And it had already been ruled on in the Ninth Circuit Court that the government couldn't get in the welfare of children, that we have a right to raise our children and our authority, our exercise, whatever we want to do. If we don't want them to go to school, homeschool. You got to take them to the black man's school. Come on. We ain't got to do that. I serve now right now, the case I'm fighting right now for myself, my teenage daughter will be 17 years old this year. She was fighting with me. She was destroying my money. I called the police on her to put her in jail, in juvenile somewhere. And guess what? The police arrested me, put me in jail. CPS took her. And guess what? They mad right now. I done called everybody, even the Attorney General. I called him today. I said, wait a minute. You ain't sent me a paper in the mail. Yeah, well, we represent CPS. I don't care who you represent. You a state agent. I told the judge in court they was going to arrest me. I don't care about going to jail. They got to let me out. They gotta let me out one day. I don't care about going to jail. Let you mess with one of mine. I'm going to prison. I told the judge, I said, you ain't exempt from getting a lawsuit in court. You done took my baby. You're going to jail too. They went to go get the police. Wait a minute, Dan. They went to go get the police. They said, don't come close to the judge. I was all up to go up to the judge's face. We gonna fight in the court.
She's wearing the black suit when she goes in. She's wearing the judge's outfit. Hey, a couple of people out here want to know, where do they get your book from? How can people acquire your book?
I have a book on my website. My tech is working on that right now. I had to fire one tech, and I pay people to work for me. They can go to www.istopawareness.com. Right now, it's under construction, so they can order my civil rights guide. It is $35. It tells you what not to do, what to do when you encounter CPS or the police. If they don't have money, they can call me personally at 810-221-6553 and make a donation from my website. If they want to volunteer, they can volunteer. If they want to become an advocate for any state, any country. I have clients in third world countries, in Africa, Pakistan, okay? If they want to become a part of iStop team, they can fill out the volunteer application. They can email me their resume, and they can be aboard and become an advocate. I will train you because I'm trained. Who train me are attorneys. I'm not a licensed attorney, but I am a civil rights, constitutional rights, human rights, and children's rights specialist.
All right, did you guys get that? I'm trying to keep up. She's fast too, Tiff, just like you say.
Oh, I talk fast like a Speedy Gonzalez. You gotta record me. I'll be.
Yep, that's Tiffany Gonzalez.
iStopAwarenessNow. iStopAwareness.com. That's iStopAwareness.com. Or you can email iStopAwarenessNow at yahoo.com, or go to the brand iStop, because it's two separate businesses. Go to I Stand to Oppose Abuse of Power at gmail.com. That is ISTANDTOOPPOSEABUSEOOFPOWER at gmail.com. I Stand to Oppose Abuse of Power is iStop, the brand. And you know what? Email me your address, Tiff. I'll send y'all one of these.
Hell yeah. I stand to oppose abuse of power, right? Abuse.
Yep, I stand to oppose abuse of power at gmail.com. I Stop Awareness Now at yahoo.com is the nonprofit. I have a nonprofit and for-profits. My for-profit goes to fund my nonprofit. And here's the kicker, guys. I do charge fee if I teach you how to be a pro se litigant and fight and assert your own constitutional rights in court law. But guess what? If you don't have an income, you can work it off and work for me and volunteering hours. We don't want nobody thinking it's about money. It's not. I got my own money. I don't need yours. Okay. But if I take my time to research your case and file motions and type them up, guess what? My contract fee starts at $70. Then there's a down payment of $500. Then there's a fee of $250 an hour. But guess what? Don't worry about the money. We can put you on a payment plan. It's income based. It's based on your income. And if you don't got income, guess what? You don't pay a zero. Because when I call the president, when I call your state officials, I know what I'm talking about. When I call the governor, they put my son in prison. I got him moved every time. Let him do something. Government, wait a minute. You better get the prison under. I called the prison. My son said, stop calling me, Mom. They be messing with me. They was putting my son in. Stop taking confinement. I said, warden, if you don't protect my son on your property, you're getting a lawsuit. They said, so I said, He's still got constitutional rights. If you don't protect him with your life, while he in that prison, that racist, that corruption, that prison, the pipeline system you got, you better make sure that you don't want to touch me in court. You're going to lose, and I'm going to win. And I ain't gonna let you bury him in there so you can get money for him while he dead on the prison ground. Systematic racism. They trying to enslave everybody. We some slave. I ain't nobody's slave. And God said we ain't slaves either. I don't care how. Guess what? You say you can't pronounce my name, Darren. It's Via Pando. I'm mixed with African, Indian, Spanish, and Mexican. They done got my kids in state court. I'm supposed to go to tribunal court. Where the tribes at? My grandmother was Indian. Come on, now. Now they done signed treaties with the Indians. Come on. They need to.
I know. I know. I thought you had feather in your hair.
Yeah, but listen, my hair is real long. It's Indian. I got Indian in me. And I got Spanish in me. My last name is Spanish. I don't play with people. I'm here to protect anybody. I don't care how you look. I got an auntie that look like Tiff and Darren. I got all kind of shades.
No, auntie look like me. That's an ugly auntie.
Listen, I got people that look white, that look Mexican. If I show you a picture of my daddy was U.S. Marine. Don't let me talk about my father. He taught me everything. I know he was part of the Black Panthers. That's where I get it from. He was U.S. SEAL. He was U.S. Marine, honorable discharge. And guess what? The United States government is fit to pay me my money. My dad served at Camp Lejeune, and they killed my father.
Oh, Jesus, really?
Oh yeah, I got 2 lawsuits pending against the United States government right now.
Jeez.
But both of my parents, my daddy and my mama, they was good parents. They both dead and gone now. And guess who getting that money? Tiffany and Quan Villepando. Because they rested in their graves. That money coming to me, and it's gonna be in the millions. So
that's good. That's what you got.
I'm gonna give it away. I ain't supposed to keep all that. I'm buying people. I'm gonna be trust me, I'm gonna be giving away to the homeless people. I was homeless fighting for my kids. Give away to the homeless, to the children. People suffering everywhere. Then we gotta make sure, Tiff. You know you fighting on the battlefield, Tiff. We gotta keep this fight going. We gotta change these laws. The problem lies in the law, not the Constitution, but the laws that they keep. Now they administrative law. They done got away from God's law, common law, but the administrative law, they making laws as they go along. They making rules as they go along, and they saying forget the Constitution. Now, mind you, they gonna traffic their Constitution. Every state has their own Constitution. After the U.S. Constitution is gonna tell people the judge ain't gotta abide by the Constitution. Well, he can be disbarred and he can be off the bench. He just like me. He's a citizen of the United States of America. I don't like the government, and I hate. Listen to me. If you're watching and you work CPS, I hate CPS. Don't let me get my NWA. They said, what they say, F the police, I ain't gonna cuss my girl.
Yep.
Them two people. Okay, I'm done talking, y'all. I can talk because I can talk forever. Go ahead. Tim.
Yeah, you like a little wind up. You like that Energizer bunny. You just keep going and going and going.
Tim, I can talk for hours. I'm a motivational speaker. People listen to me for hours.
Look at this. We got these right now. I'm working on. We're gonna get some more things going, but we got these right now. Check these out.
Okay, I gotta order some merch. You
see this stuff? Look at this. Watch this. I'm gonna put it up. I need to get a bigger picture for you. Check this out.
Okay, go ahead. Let me see what you got.
Where is it? Let me get a good picture. Let me see. Where can I get a bigger picture? I need a bigger picture here. View. There's the back. Isn't that great?
Yes, that's beautiful. You draw, Darren?
Yeah, that's me. I drew all these. That's ours. See that?
You gotta make my stuff for me. I pay you. I pay people to work to make my my t-shirts. I pay people to do it.
Yeah, here we go, right there. Boom. Look at this one. This is the ones we made right there.
Yeah, this is nice.
All this stuff is
artwork.
Oh,
Tiff, you looking cool. You looking sexy, girl.
I wish I looked like that in real life.
And that's a beautiful thing.
We even got the queen hats. I haven't put them up yet, but we got the queen hats too, just like hers.
Oh, let me see.
Let me see. I got to pull it up here. Where is it?
Okay.
I'll pull it up.
Oh, Darren, you got to put I stop. Oh, it's right. I stop. Where it's not. Okay, I thought it said something else. You're right. I was looking at.
Yeah, I got it. I got it.
I do too, Darren. I appreciate you.
Mm-hmm. You know, I've been with you. We've been together for a long time, Tiff.
Yeah. Where's Brother Herb at?
Oh, he's at work right now. I just talked to him a little while ago. He's working a lot now lately.
He back to work?
So,
I thought he was retired.
well, he's doing the massages. You know, he does those massages.
Oh yeah, right. I forgot he do that. Yep.
Yeah, he's a massage person.
Yep. You're right about it.
Yeah, he likes doing that. He rubbed the women down.
Rub the women down. Be careful.
Yeah. You know, you gotta watch out for Herbert. Here's did you know that we got this one too? We got this. Tiff and I are working on a book together, but this is my book right here. This is on Amazon.
Oh, I need to go on Amazon. How much is it?
Well, if you have Kindle, it's free.
Oh yeah, I got Kindle.
I'll send you. Listen, since you're gonna send us a book, I'll send you a copy. I'll send you the printed copy.
Okay.
And you can have it. It's a lot. It's a lot of pages. But yeah, it's I'm on the wrong Amazon page right here, but
pages. It's a PowerPoint.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna put it together. I'm working on 2 books right now. My book of poetry. If you go to my website there, you will see a poem that's called "Human Being." You'll see what all I got in my story.
Is your website up right now? You just said it's down from there, right?
This right now is under construction because I had three domains. I had istopawarenessnow.com, and then I have istop.com, and then istopawarenessnow.org. So my tech is working on it. I have paid somebody to run my site and stuff and create it for me and keep it running. And I take applications. If you like, say everything can be done right through my website. I got to protect myself legally because I am licensed to do what I do, and you're not going to get me in court and sue me and put me in jail. Hell no, I ain't going to jail for nobody, not even my kids. They going to jail. Let them do something to me, Tiff, they going to jail. I love my kids.
Warren Sapp, the quarterback killer, has a lawsuit for $20 million here in Florida for civil rights violations.
Oh, that's what it's about under the color of law. If you're out there, you need help with filing a lawsuit, you can contact iStop at 810-221-6553. Hold
up. Slow down. Let me get this. Let me put this. You know what? I'm going to get my book out here so I'm right as your mouth goes. I can keep my pen going that fast.
Listen there. You know I can talk like.
I know. You know what you see? Listen, you are in a great mood today. You've been the last couple of times we've seen you. You were kind of down a little bit, but you seem like you're in a great mood.
Guess what? I done had one visit with my daughter in almost 2 years. Yes, I was stressed out. I thought I was gonna have a nervous breakdown, but guess what? Who was gonna be broke down? Them. I was gonna karate kick them in court. I know karate. Wait a minute. Let me tell you something. I called the police to the caregiver house. They done put my daughter with some stranger dangers instead of with family, right? Violation of what? Due process of law and parental rights. Guess what? I called the police on them all. I said, go arrest them. And guess what the judge did? No contact order. I done had so many no contact orders. I can't keep counting them all. Every time I go to court, they said no contact with the child. She'll be 17 years old. She ain't no little kid. Ooh, I said, Lord, these people. Then the judge gonna say, oh, you saying everybody violate your rights, you gonna sue everybody. She said, I know I'm in there somewhere. I said, you're right.
Tiff, what's that number again?
810-221-6553.
All right, I'm gonna put that up here.
Oh, I have another number too. This is I haven't put this up on my website, but this number I record our phone conversations because I have to check myself legally. But let me give you this number too. Hold on. It rings directly. Now this is when I'm at home working. The other one is when I'm on the go. But let me get. I don't know the number by heart. This is 313 number, the area code.
Whoa! You have the photographic memory. You can't remember the phone number?
I know it's 313. That's why. I don't know. You know how many contacts I got in my phone?
How many?
I got over 600. Okay, it's 313 Darren
Yep.
797282. It's gonna play a recording. Say you reach iStop, and it's gonna record everything, so they can leave a message. I pay for all this stuff. It costs money to make money, and it costs money to fight the system. So that's why I don't charge stuff for people that ain't got no money. I want you to get your kids home.
What is the 313 what?
313-279-7282.
All right.
It's a Wi-Fi number. Yeah.
Okay.
I got a whole team I pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
I can take it wherever I got Wi-Fi and plug it up. It's gonna work. And it's a home phone.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
So what's new? What's going on with the laws? You got any good laws? What do you got? You got some good information?
Filed several executive orders that we need to pay close attention to. I have contacts with everybody. Let me pull it up. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you what some of the executive orders. I got all the president executive orders. Trump executive orders for 2025. Continuing the reduction of the federal bureaucracy. That is number EO 14238, signed March 14th, 2025. It's 2 pages. EO 14237 said addressing risk from Paul Wise. The one we need to focus on is the one he put an executive order to redo the government, basically, to put them under control. So I want you to go to this site. It's called Federal Register. You can go on there and you can find all the orders of every president. Barack Obama, Trump, Biden, the recent ones. I get emails of the governor for her executive orders. The governor write executive orders. If you're facing any court cases or anything, you need to make sure that you're contacting your state officials in your county. You can go Google it. Who is my state senator? Who is my state representative in your county? Put your zip code in. It's going to come up. Now, everything has to be done in black and white. If it's not in black and white, it didn't happen. All right? If you're a party of a case and the CPS said you whooped your kid and you know you didn't, and they filed with the court, and guess what? You didn't answer it with the court. The judge can take every lie that CPS said as true, and because you didn't say it wasn't the truth in black and white in the court. Now there's 3 rules of evidence: oral arguments. That's oral. That's for you to speak in court orally out your mouth, and then there's documents that you file with the court. Now, I just told my client this. Now, if they tell you the first line of defense for CPS is to never admit fault. This is how you know they're doing something illegal. They're gonna say you can't get your records. They ain't gonna give it to you because they don't want you to have no evidence against them. But if they tell you that, just take your case number and ask for the court coordinator or the court administrator and say, I want my record. The court now you're gonna pay $1 per page for them, but you better pay. And because they ain't gonna give you them records. So I told my client that she's fighting for her grandkids. We won in appeals court. Appeals court told the lower courts to correct the issue and give her Section 45 hearing and discovery. Guess what? They still ain't gave it to her. We won in appeals court. Then they didn't answer what appeals court said. They took it to Supreme Court. Supreme Court said we can't hear this case because they didn't even correct the Supreme Court said they can't hear what the lower court said because they didn't even correct the issue that appeals court said. So now we're in federal court. All right. If you think you can't file in federal court, you can. I had a jury trial. I had 6 different courts. Come on, one. And they all in here to the president. All my case numbers that I fought. You can. You want to file it in another court immediately when they violate your rights. Because guess what? They ain't gonna follow the law. If they already, you know what I'm gonna say, Tiff. If a person show you who they really is, believe them the first time. Believe them the first time. So I'm just telling you, if what I'm trying to look at who's playing. I do independent. Me and Tiff both, we do independent cases, right, Tiff? Right, we do. We take on independent cases. So it says, what do you do when you are told you are not a party or defendant of the case? That is a lie. If you are a family, juvenile records are sealed. They close off to the public. So if you are the grandparent, the maternal grandmother have more rights than the paternal grandfather or mother. That's the father of the child, because the rights usually go to the mother who carried the child for 9 months. All right. Now the father has to pay transport and go see. If he wants custody of his kids, he wants visitation. He's got to do that to the court, to child support. Okay. So then it says, what about probate? Okay, probate court can do guardianship. They can do emancipation. Okay, you want to get your kids out of the courts quick. Then file guardianship, give guardianship away, or emancipate them if they old enough. I ain't talking about little kids because they ain't old enough. Okay, and another thing too, if you're in the court and if a child is 12 years or older, they can pick and choose who they want to live with. They have children's rights. I have a book. I got a license in children's rights. So guess what? The judge can talk to the child. Request that the judge talk to the child in chambers by themselves if they 12 and older. But if they under, then the child has to have his own attorney. They only got their own rights. And if you the mother, you got more rights than the children's attorney and the child. They don't trump your rights, your parental rights. And it had already been ruled on that termination of parental rights is equivalent to the death penalty in criminal cases. You are killing families. You causing PTSD, emotional trauma, distress, nervous breakdowns. You psychologically messing up the child and the parents and the family. So, adoption. Okay, there's different types of adoption. Epic adoption, because somebody's in the chat, I'm trying to do some people in the chat. Epic adoption is basically when the caregiver or the guardian don't get money for the child. You want that one. You want an epic guardian. Now, then if they only can adopt the child out if both parents' rights are terminated. But guess what? If the maternal grandmother or the paternal grandmother and father, whomever, is fighting for the kids, whether it's the auntie, siblings, they can't adopt them out. Even
they can.
They terminate the parents' rights.
Now, can they take precedent of can they get bumped right to the front of the list if they get the
law says that parents supposed to be what, Tiff? Sought out first. Family is first, because the court don't own your child. You do. The constitutional rights and case law. Let me read it for you. It's in my this book I'm gonna send to Darren and Tiff. It's in my book, the letter that I write to the president. No, it cannot happen. It's already been ruled on under the Constitution that they can't do it. So it says here, the last page, the fourth page, it says, the United States Court of Appeal of the Ninth Circuit said it best, that the government interest in the welfare of children and places not only protecting children from physical abuse, but also protecting children's interest in the privacy and dignity of their homes in the lawfully exercised authority of their parents. Calabretta versus Floyd, 185, in the Ninth Circuit, 1999. Then we already went over what they ruled on in the Smith versus Ohio case, that termination of parental rights was the family law equivalent to the death penalty in criminal cases. And it says, therefore, parents must be afforded every procedure and sustained protection the law allows. The Constitution got us, not the judges, not the CPS workers, and definitely not the caregivers. These foster care workers be they be against you too. They the enemy. Let me tell you what happened in my case. That's about the system. They sent one of my daughter home. They sent her home first. They're gonna try to gradually send them home, right? And she wanted to still, see her foster sons. I said, fine, you've been in foster care almost 6 years. Of course you can still see them. They're your family. Guess what? The foster parent gonna say I didn't have no food. They come and take it right back. Hell no. I did. Now I want to kill them all. Wait a minute. Darren, they was arresting me every time. Tiff, every time I showed up at court, they was arresting me, putting me in mental hospital, detaining me. They were so scared. The worker said, she gonna kill him. I want to blow him up. Guess what? In 2020, they charged me with threatening DHS work. They charged me criminally with threatening a DHS worker. I want to blow him up. Second Amendment rights, the right to bear arms, pop, pop, pop. That's what time it is. You take one of mine. They my blood and right, what God gave me, my blessings from the Lord. It says, if you are a victim can parent to a child. They say you are not a party, but they keep bringing you up and lie about criminal records. Honey, also my family. Okay, victim kin is family. Okay, it is just another say that you've been knowing this child most of their whole life, and now you consider their kin, their family. That's what the term victim kin. You are a party of the case if you are victim kin. Okay. It says, my daughter father gave her away. I signed the paper. However, I was under a lot of duress. All right. Hey, a lot of parents sign their rights away. They use scare tactics. They tell you ain't gonna never listen. They told me for my kids was never coming home. They tried to get me to sign my rights over in my house, the police and CPS. They said if I didn't sign nothing with them in almost 6 years, don't sign your signature, nothing with CPS. They're the enemy. You're going to be signing your rights away. Okay, let's check this right here. The safety plan. Let's bring it up. The safety plan is a contract. And if you ain't even abused your kids and you signed the safety plan, you just said you did and you don't know it because you signed the safety plan. That's a setup right there. That's supposed to be an investigation. This ain't no court proceedings. You don't sign your John Hancock to nothing you ain't done. And nothing. That's called coercion. That's how they coerce people to commit crimes. And guess what? They sit in prison for a long time for crimes that they didn't commit. Because guess what? They signed their signature to it. They talk too much. Come on, you got the right to remain silent. Not supposed to sign the paper? No. I didn't sign no documents with CPS, the judge, none of them. Even if they told me to, I said, hell no, I'm not. I'm not in agreement with my kids in your care. I didn't commit no crime. I didn't abuse my kids. I ain't signing nothing with you people. I told my attorneys. That's what I fired them like clockwork. I no longer need you on my case. You're not protecting my rights to due process of law. You are released effectively immediately off my case. I typed up a notice and fired them. If they didn't do they worked for me. If they didn't do what I said, you're off my case then. So you're not supposed to sign paper under the influence of heavy medication and the C-section. Hey, that is duress right there. You was medicated. You're not coherent. Medication, it can change your mental state. That can be throughout in the lawsuit. Oh, that's Michelle Gantz. Hey, call me, Michelle, at 810-221-6553. You have a lawsuit. All right, in Florida, a victim kin is defined in Florida state, a person unrelated by birth, or adoption who is emotionally significant relationship. Okay, but that may be for Florida state. There's different laws in each state, but victim kin, the terminology means that you've been knowing this child and you have a relationship and you basically now like family to the child. Possessing the characteristic of a family relationship to a child. Characteristic. Okay, yeah. Okay, basically, say if me and Tiff is no kin, but I've been knowing Tiff since I was in 5th grade. She done babysitted my kids. She done washed them. She done clothed them. She even gave them baths. Now Tiff is their auntie. That's their auntie for real. Okay, we ain't got to be by blood. We all bleed red anyway. There's one race human. Morphine and other medications are your judgment. That's right, Michelle. Again, I told you. With my daughter, she was adopted by a couple I met through my cousin. However, I was pushed to do that. Her daddy went to jail. All right, Michelle, what you want to do now? You want to fight for you? What you want to do? Okay, Amy White. Oh, we already addressed that one. Did not sign away rights, and I was married to Susie at the time of the case. Okay, Lewis. All right, if you were married, the marriage laws come into play. And the marriage laws come into play. And basically, you got to make sure that I had to plug up my charger, my phone, my thing was about to go off. And you got to make sure, Lewis, that when you married, the marriage is serious. Other laws come into play. Guess what? I was married when I had my baby, and it was by another father. And do you know that he was still considered the baby father, even though we were separated? He wasn't the baby daddy. Oh, baby, you don't want to be just married and you caught up in court? Both of y'all better come together because now it's another laws come into play. So if you need my services, Mr. Design, you can go to www.istopawareness.com and send me an email. All right, the term victim care, federal law does recognize and encourage kinship care. Yes, they just passed kinship laws in every state mostly. Care provided with relatives or individuals with significant emotional ties to the child. I just told you that. They're considered their family. They're considered their okay?
Tiff, what you got for people? What about people that have been, they've already been terminated?
Oh, we have laws to get them back from terminated. I have a mentor. Her rights was terminated. She got them back. Now, each state you can't, once your rights get terminated, in some cases you can't regain them, but in some cases you can. My cousin got terminated. She got one of her babies back. But some states, that's their laws. You can't. Once termination happened, you can't get it back. Michigan is one of these states that if your rights is terminated, you can get your child back after termination. Some states don't offer that. You got to write administration court. You got to get an administration review of your case. Okay, that's what you need to do if you're trying to get your. What
do you know about void ab initio?
Huh?
Void ab initio.
Void ab initio, is that under common law? Where's that?
That's it's part of, it's not under common law. It's just the law. It means it's void from the beginning, void from the start. It was never any good. It was the contract. It was started in contract law. And it started a long time ago, and they're trying to get rid of it. They're trying to hide it under voidable judgment because void ab initio doesn't have to be adjudicated. Right. Does not have to be adjudicated.
A lot of stuff is already null and void. Once you I'll give you an example. I'll take criminal cases. In criminal court, you can't be a witness against yourself. I just told this to a client earlier. It's a constitutional right. You can't do it. So even if you said something to the police, the CBS, it's admissible. If you didn't know your rights, they have to give it to you in writing. They got to explain to you. Guess what? Because they are state officials. Here's a conflict of interest right here, Darren.
There he is. There's the little man. Hey, buddy. Hey, dude.
The state
There's a little shark. Where's baby shark?
And you, i.e., go get another state agent, which is an attorney. There's already a conflict of interest. Why? He works for the state. The state bar is correct. So the state bar holds his license. A lot of time he's going to go against the clients for the state. So you got to be careful. All right, my son was placed with strangers, only 4 different foster homes. Okay, that's a violation of your parental rights and a violation of due process of law under the U.S. Constitution. Miss Michelle Gant, that is what that is. All right.
Man, you on fire, Tiffany.
Putting the Family First Prevent Yourself Act. Okay, yes, that's the Family First Prevent. Okay, Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton, when they was in office, they filed the Save the Family Adoption Act that got if CPS probably used to be an okay age, but I'm with everybody else. Abolish CPS. Why? Taught me when I got licensed for children's rights. The United States government is the only country in the whole world that didn't sign a treaty to protect children's rights. They didn't sign it. Other countries did. That's why if your child shoots somebody, they can put him in jail. I'm hooked up with the juvenile justice system here. Okay, we track the laws all over the states. Okay, so they passed a law that said if a child was under the age of 18 and committed a crime, they couldn't give them life without the possibility of parole, but they still could give them life in years. Okay, so that was a discrepancy there. So once they passed that law, they started releasing minors. Why do we have a statutory rape law put in place for children? It simply just says this: a child under the age of 18 can not answer sexual questions. They're not mentally able to comprehend what you're asking them sexually. So if somebody try to have sex with my daughter, if she's under the age of 18, guess what? I can send them to jail for statutory rape. So go ahead, Darren. I'm listening. I'm trying to answer the chat. In the legal term,
No, go.
Oh, means something to invalid of no legal effect from the beginning or from inception, meaning okay, here's the thing. Void means if you're in the court and they say abate, 99% of the population don't know the law, don't know their rights. That's statistics. And they just say abate the proceedings. All they saying is stop the proceedings, but you don't know legal jargon. Now you're gonna be abused and mistreated because you don't know. You don't know what they're saying. So basically, void means it's over with. It never happened. You can't. Okay, I'll give an example. Jurisdiction under the UCJLR. Jurisdiction. If Tiff moved to New York and she's not in New York for 6 months to a year, she's only there for 5 months, and she lived in Missouri first. Guess what? Even though she's in New York, it comes from her home state or the previous state, so they hold jurisdiction.
Yeah, it's where the baby puts its head for the 6 months, right? Where the baby lays its head.
Yeah, right. And then you got to be in the state 6 months to a year to be considered the resident of that state.
Yeah, it's 6 months.
That's how 6 months to a year. That's how 2 states got involved in my case, because I had moved from Michigan to Texas, and Texas laws is off the chain. You talk about a lot of people ain't got nothing on Texas. Texas run their own state. They don't need money from the government. They file with the U.S. government all the time to be their own country. They get denied now. But that show you how powerful Texas is. And when they say don't mess with Texas, don't mess with Texas. You go to jail for jaywalking in Texas. They got the death penalty. You going to jail. You get a speeding ticket. You go to jail. So those the course I fought. I got my law books all body. I got all type of law books because that's what I do all day. I got them all, and I paid thousands. I just paid last year $1,000 for a law book, and it says to sue state and government. When you fight the state, you can file a lawsuit in 2 courts at the same time: the state court and federal court. And guess what? They both got to pay you. They both got to pay you. So why not do both? Okay, let me see. CPS line of tactics make it all void as into, and it also part with the fruit of the poisonous tree. Avoidable contract initially valid, but can be later invalid by one party, whereas void. Okay, when you get into contracts, I make everybody sign a contract with me. All right, get into contract. If you bind it by law by the contract, and if you don't follow everything, the person you signed the agreement with can take you to court. All right. You don't want to sign your signature to CPS documents if you haven't committed no crime. Now, I'm a law-abiding citizen. If you do the crime, you do the time. Because if I do a crime, I'm doing the time, baby. I don't care. They gotta let me out one day. I'm gonna be free one day. Anyway, I don't care about what you got. The police and CPS. You're gonna say abolish CPS and law enforcement. They need to be established. But come on, just check the police right now. They're killing people. Okay, the police were slave catchers. You better know your history. My name is History Quan. I'm a poet. Okay, they were slave catchers. So you thinking that some slave catchers is your friend? You want to run your mouth? You messing up. You got the right to remain silent. Shut up.
As Tiffany says, you got the right to shut the fuck up.
That's why a street call ain't it, Darren? Why you gonna snitch? They say snitches get stitches. Okay, well you should say nothing because you ain't got to. They not your friend. They the enemy. I'm looking up this void AB and Anito in my law book right now. Requires the judge to rule. Okay, if the judge rule, you got 7 days to object to the judge ruling, and you can.
Well, no, that's the thing. Void ab initio needs no judge. It needs no adjudication.
Oh, okay, no, just when you listen, some of this stuff you don't need to be even going to court for.
So once it gets filed, it's put in your thing, and that's an official court order.
Okay, but you don't listen. These judges, we're not gonna get into all this stuff. That's getting into common law. You know, that's getting into a lot of different laws because you have civil liberties and religious liberties that nobody can violate. Not even God is gonna violate. You were born. I got a certificate that say human rights. You were born with freedom, liberty, justice for all. God gave it to you. When you was born out your mother's womb, your father, he gave it to you when you was born. So if I come and I arrest Darren ain't, first of all, I ain't his mama, I ain't his daddy, and I ain't God. So therefore, I ain't got no authority to stop him from doing what he can exercise freely in his human being. We have sovereign rights. Now, don't get into they think sovereign citizens is crazy. Okay, well, I'm one of them crazy people because God say we free. I'm not no slave. Okay, but any state that you live in and they got your birth certificate, you are considered their slave. Where my money at? Come on. They get money off of you. So guess what? You better not have your baby in the hospital. They taking babies right from the hospital. And you better have a home birth and then type your own birth certificate at home. You better have a water birth. Get you a pool, put it in the bed or the backyard. Put it in the backyard and say, okay, this baby coming tonight. I ain't going to these hospitals. In 1800s, they got the hospitals all involved with the government to violate our rights. It used to be you didn't have security at the hospital. They killed Nancy Schaefer. They was killing holistic doctors. The government killed me. They tried to kill me. Now let's talk about it. This is a true story. I'm telling you my case. The police put me in a torture room, handcuffed me, and right to this day I see them around, messed up my spine. They tried to paralyze me. They was jerking it. Now I didn't think, Darren, when I found federal officers, the judges, police officers, guess what I was thinking, Tiff? They kidnapped me. I ain't gonna never see him again. I ain't think they was gonna try to hire me. I wrote the judge and said, these people are trying to kill me. I can't even walk. My legs filled up like big elephant feet. I was trying to go to court. I was walking with a cane. And ever since then, here we go right here. Moses. This Moses right here. He parted the Red Sea. This Moses. Me and Moses got to hang out ever since then. I see a neurologist for my back and spine. My legs and feet swell up on it. I don't let that stop me from doing anything. As long as I got breath in my body and the Spirit of God is within me, I can do all things. Don't say you can't do nothing. Say I'm gonna do it. Because you prophesying to yourself. I don't prophesy, I don't prophet lie, I prophesy. Whatever I want, I'm gonna say I'm getting it. So watch what you say. Okay, so all right. What's up, Spanny Brad? Hugs and kisses to you too. A viable order must be adjudicated. Okay, anytime you get into court, everything has to be worked out in court. I'm working with a client now. She has a disability. The lower courts is the lower courts. Then there's a higher court. There's two Supreme Courts. Each state has its own Supreme Court, but none trump the U.S. Supreme Court. But if you want something done, you immediately file in federal court, right? Federal court has it because they're going to protect your rights. And you file your lawsuit under the color of law and sue them in their official capacity. All right? And be a pro se litigant because you don't want to get no attorney. You can't trust them. They train liars like the police. Okay, the Indian, we have the ICWA. We have the ICWA law for Indian. This is Amy White. The parent or Indian custodian may withdraw consent to voluntary foster care placement anytime. That is correct. They signed a treaty with ICWA. You go on there, hey, they got a treaty. They was taking Indian kids and African kids and killing them on the black market from the hospital. They were stealing babies, Tiffany. They were stealing our babies, okay? Taking them. So now there's treaties to protect that. And that's why
They're still stealing them. They ain't stopped.
They still stealing them, right? They still doing it. They ain't killing them too. To withdraw consent, the parent or Indian custodian must file a written document with the court, otherwise testify before the court additional methods of withdrawing. A consent may be available under state law. That is correct. But anything you write to the court, get it notarized. It stands up in any court, any grand jury. If it's not notarized, they can say it's hearsay. They can say somebody forged a document. All right? Inherently, nullity requires no adjudication. Avoid. Okay, he's telling that again. Just brushing my hair, watching my twins. Okay.
She's talking to me. Hey, Spanny.
Oh, okay. Placement, the court must ensure the innocent child is right. All right, Amy, right. That's right. Contact me, Amy. You can be an advocate for me. 810-221-6553 or go to www.istopawareness.com. Is returned to the parent or custodial court as soon as practicable. Right. Yes. Been here early, but was on the phone with a parent. Okay. Well, hey guys, we in it to win it. We got a president right now that's trying to restore the republic. He's trying to bring it back with our forefathers. Here, let me read a little excerpt that I write to them about our Constitution. The United States Constitution was drafted on the principles of the Bible. United we stand, divided we fall. This was indoctrinated by our forefathers, as this was echoed in the hearts of we the people of this society and great nation. They believed that this would be carried out insomuch it was decreed that our nation tender be sealed with in God we trust. Likewise, our pledge of allegiance, in which it says one nation under God, which means equal rights and justice for all. I don't care how you look, you my sister and you my brother. We are all family and the family of God. We are brothers and sisters. So hey, bruh, hey sis, what's good? What's good? Let's get it down. Me and Tiff already hooked up. Shoot. That's my sister. Her name Tiff. Now me and her name is spiritual. It means the Holy Spirit. We got a spiritual name. All names mean something. Hey. And I'm gonna tell you something. God loves us. And if you hurt a child, you're gonna die. You done signed your death certificate because God gonna get you. You ain't gotta wait till nobody prosecute you, sue you, put you in jail. You hurt a child, God gonna reap his vengeance against you. I don't care if you're the parent, the father, the grandmother, whoever you are, the perpetrator. Oh, you gonna get it. What goes around comes around. You gonna get it. You ain't gotta worry about no court. I tell people, if I don't get justice with man, I dang sure got justice with God. Yeah, I say I got justice with God. So I tell you, this has been an awesome live today. Y'all go support Darren, buy some merch from Tiff and the Punisher, so that we can abolish CPS and create a better system to protect children, parents, and families from CPS and the judicial system. The system is corrupt. It needs to be abolished and restarted again with people that can follow the Constitution, follow the law, protect the child first. Now, if you're a parent, let's get on these no good parents here. Don't give up on your kids. Never give up on your. I don't care if they cuss you out, throw your money, whatever. Don't never give up on your kids. They're your blessings from the Lord that God has given you. And grandmothers and grandfathers, if you're watching, don't give up on your grandkids. Fight to the end. The Bible said the race is not given to the swift nor to the strong, but to he who endures it. If you don't give up, they can't do it. You fighting. Keep fighting to the end. I fought all them questions. I look back over that now. I say, dang, I know they had to be the angels protecting me. I'm calling on Michael. Friday, I'm calling on Gabriel, Uriel, Raphael for them. I'm calling on all the hosts of heaven to help me.
Amen to that.
All my sister and I'm native, and my name is Naylor Bear Claw of the First Nation. Okay, that's your tribe, Amy White. So yeah, so let's know that, hey, you got help. You got Tiff. She knows what she's doing. You got Darren. You got me.
You guys saw. Make sure you guys check her out at istopawareness.com. I stand opposed to abusive powers at gmail.com. But we know what time it is right now. It's time for the boys to go to bed.
All right.
So Tiff, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We really appreciate it. We really do. We need to get back. You need to get back here more often.
Y'all keep the fight. Keep the faith. Keep
That's
the fight.
Right.
Give in. Never give out and never give up.
That's right. And we'll be back with you guys on Monday. See you all then. Have a good weekend, everybody.
Brave men put up a fight, mowing down redcoats. They wanted freedom. They had to fight, and now we take the sacrifice in vain. They loaded their muskets, fired them one by one. That's why we have the freedom to own a gun, but we are blowing it. These freedoms were created by those before us. They were to be something that stays. But now things are so corrupted, they're taking our rights away. Hey, Uncle Sam, where did you go? I called Washington today, but nobody's home. We all want to stand for our freedom, but nobody wants to do it today. Can't you see time is a waste and the Constitution we love is fading? Don't tread on the reality, or the USA will be the next casualty. We are here for freedom, those we will protect. Unite for the values we cherish, but watch everything perish. Our men have fought for our freedoms, many women have too. Their blood spilled upon the ground, with the news many frown. They paid a price that many won't pay, now we are letting the cause fade away. The graves are being neglected by the actions of so many deceptive. The freedoms they fought for in every world war, conflict or mission, so many stayed behind signing petitions, while those awake dying were there to protect them. It's time to wake up in the USA. We are all slipping away into the darkness we once ran from. It's getting worse every day. Now they are taking our children more and more every day. No soldier ever fought for taking our children away. This is not why they bled for our freedom. They didn't die for some cheap pay. We all need to come together and fight this corruption, and it starts today. We need to wake up America, go back to parades, remember true family values, laugh again as children play. These are the things we fought for, 200 years strong, but now we're losing all of this. Don't tread on me does exist. So rise up and be strong. We don't have to go along. We need to push back now, like our forefathers did. It's time to bring back the way it was, when families lived together, all that mattered was love. It's not always easy to take back what they have grabbed. With all of us together we can do it, two loving children and mom and dad. This is our country, it's called USA. So many have fallen, say don't tread on me today.